Okay, real talk. How many times have you had an idea, like a good idea, and you thought about it, maybe told your friend about it, and then just never did it? Yeah, me too. But here's the thing. Today's guest, she actually did it. She's 11 years old. She heard an idea on this podcast, episode 3, shout out to Cassidy, and she was like, yeah, I'm gonna do that in my front yard. And I'm not talking about a lemonade stand. I'm not talking about selling friendship bracelets. I'm talking about an NFL combine for kids with stopwatches, leaderboards, data analysis, and repeat customers showing up every single month with $20 bills. Her name is Mickie. She's from Michigan. She's a Lions fan, which honestly respect for sticking with that. And in the next 20 minutes, she's gonna walk you through exactly how she turned her front yard into a legit business that kids are obsessed with. We're talking step by step. We're talking real numbers. We're talking how to market with sidewalk chalk and why a clipboard makes you look official. If you've ever wondered, could I actually start a business? This episode is about to answer that question. I'm Tallie Pennyworth. This is Tallie Talks, and let's get into it.
She's got a mind, she's got a spark, lighting up dreams from dawn to dark. Tallie talks, yeah, she's the voice, asking the questions, making the choice. Young hustlers rising, stories to tell, big ideas where passions dwell. Pull up a chair, grab your seat, let's talk the hustle, let's feel the beat. Tallie talks, yeah, Tallie talks, turning whispers into walks, dreaming big, take the shot. This is the place where dreams get called. Tallie talks, oh, Tallie talks, Tallie talks. Ooh, yeah.
What's up, my beautiful moneymakers? Welcome back to Tallie Talks. I'm your host, Tallie Pennyworth, and hoo boy, do we have a story today? You know what's wild? Sometimes the best ideas don't come from me sitting here in my fancy podcasting chair. They come from you guys listening. And today's guest literally slid into my DMs like, hey, Tallie, remember that NFL combine idea from episode 3? Yeah, I actually did it. And I was like, wait, what? So today we've got Mickie joining us. She's 11 years old from Michigan, massive Detroit Lions fan. Go Lions, I guess. And she turned her front yard into an actual kids' NFL combine. We're talking leaderboards. We're talking data collection. We're talking cold, hard cash. Mickie, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me. This is so cool.
Okay, so before we get into the absolute masterclass you're about to drop, I gotta know, how did you even hear that episode with Cassidy? That was like months ago.
I was binging old episodes with my dad on a drive to my grandma's house, and when you guys were brainstorming the NFL Combine thing, my dad literally looked at me and was like, you could do that. And I was like, Dad, I'm 11. And he was like, so?
Your dad gets it. That's the energy we need. Okay, so set the scene for me. You live in Michigan, you're a Lions fan, which honestly, that's been a journey.
It's been rough.
Right? But you and your dad go to the actual NFL Combine in Indy every year?
Yeah. Every February we drive down to Indianapolis. He's obsessed with it, like, obsessed. He tracks all the stats, watches every drill, talks about 40 times at dinner. And I started going with him like 3 years ago, and honestly, it's kind of sick. It's football, but it's also just data. Like, numbers everywhere. Who's the fastest, who jumps the highest? It's like a video game, but real life.
Okay, I love that you just said it's kind of sick about data. That's exactly the vibe we need. So you're down there watching grown men run around in shorts.
Yeah, pretty much.
And you're thinking, I could do this for kids?
Not at first. At first, I was just like, this is cool. But then when I heard the brainstorm on your podcast, it clicked. Like, kids love competing. They love seeing how fast they are, how high they can jump. And there's literally nothing like this in my town. Like, we have sports leagues and stuff, but nothing where you just come, get tested, and see how you stack up.
And you live by a school, right? So location-wise, it's perfect?
Yeah. My house is right next to the elementary school, so tons of kids walk by every day. My front yard is pretty big, and I was like, this could work.
Okay, so you hear the episode, your brain starts spinning, and then what? Because this is where most kids stop. They have the idea, they think about it, maybe they talk about it at dinner, and then nothing. But you actually did it. So walk me through it, like step by step. What was step 1?
Okay, so step 1 was figuring out what I was actually testing. Because at the real combine, they do like a million drills. 40-yard dash, bench press, 3-cone drill, shuttle run. Way too much. So I picked 5 things that kids could actually do and that I could set up in my yard.
Smart. Keep it simple. What were the 5?
40-yard dash for speed. Well, technically it's like 35 yards because my yard isn't huge, but we call it the 40. Then cone drill for agility, push-ups in 60 seconds for strength, vertical jump, and broad jump.
I love it. And those are all things where kids can immediately see their results. Like you can't fake a vertical jump. You either got up there or you didn't.
Exactly. And it's stuff they can practice and come back and try to beat their score.
Oh, so you built in repeat customers. Look at you. Okay, so you figured out the 5 drills. What was step 2?
Step 2 was figuring out how to actually run the drills. Like, what equipment did I need? So for the 40-yard dash, I needed a stopwatch and cones to mark the start and finish. For the cone drill, I needed, well, cones. I borrowed those from my soccer stuff. For push-ups, just a stopwatch. For vertical jump, I found this cheap measuring tape thing at a sporting goods store that you can hang on a wall, and kids jump and slap it. And for broad jump, I just used chalk to mark where they started and landed.
Wait, so the equipment cost was what, like $50 total?
Maybe 75 with the measuring tape thing, but yeah, not much.
See, this is what I love. You don't need some huge investment. You're not out here trying to get investors like you're on Shark Tank. You're like, I got cones and chalk, let's go.
Exactly.
Okay, so you've got your drills, you've got your equipment. Step 3?
Step 3 was figuring out the data side. Because the whole point is that kids get their results, right? So I needed to track their age, weight, height, and gender, so I could compare them to other kids in their age group. And then I needed to record all 5 drill results.
How'd you do that? Like, what system did you use?
At first, I literally just used a notebook. Like, old school. I'd write down their info, run them through the drills, write down their times and numbers. But then after the first couple sessions, I made a Google sheet because it was way easier to organize and I could sort by age or gender or whatever.
Okay, this is huge. Because a lot of kids would overthink this and be like, I need an app, I need a website, I need to hire a programmer. No, you need a notebook. Start simple, then upgrade when you actually have customers. That's the move.
Yeah, and honestly, the notebook was kind of cool because it felt official. Like I had a clipboard and everything.
The clipboard. You can't underestimate the power of a clipboard. It's like, oh, she's got a clipboard. She's legit.
Exactly.
All right, so step 4. You've got the drills, the equipment, the data system. Now you need customers. How'd you get the word out?
Okay, so I did 3 things. First, social media. My mom helped me make an Instagram account for the combine. We posted pictures of the drills, explained what it was, posted the date and time. My mom shared it, I shared it, and we asked people to share it. That got some attention.
What did you call the Instagram?
Mickey's Combine? Simple.
Love it. Okay, social media. What else?
Sidewalk chalk. This was kind of genius, actually. I live by the school, so I took chalk and wrote all over the sidewalk leading to my house. Like, Kids NFL Combine. Test your speed. This Saturday 9 a.m. to 2 p.m., $20, with arrows pointing to my house.
That's amazing, and it's free marketing.
Exactly. And kids walking home from school would see it and ask their parents about it.
Okay, and the third thing?
Flyers. I made flyers on Canva, like super simple, just the info and a picture of a football. And I put them up at the library, the grocery store, the pizza place. Anywhere parents might see them.
And this is key, because you're not just marketing to kids, you're marketing to parents. Because parents are the ones with the cash, and parents are the ones who are going to drive their kids to your house on a Saturday morning.
Yeah, and I made sure to mention it was data-based and organized. Like, parents love that stuff. They want to know their kid is getting something legit, not just running around randomly.
Facts. Okay, so you've got the marketing going. Step 5, and this is where it gets real, you actually have to charge people. How'd that feel? Because for a lot of kids, asking for money is the scariest part.
Okay, not gonna lie, I was nervous at first. Like, $20 felt like a lot to ask for. But my dad was like, you're giving them 5 drills, organized data, their results, and a leaderboard. $20 is nothing. And he was right. The first kid's mom handed me a $20 bill and didn't even blink.
See? And you're giving them value. You're not just pocketing the money and saying thanks for coming. You're running actual drills, collecting actual data, and giving them actual results. That's worth way more than 20 bucks.
Exactly. And I only took cash at first, which made it easier. My dad said eventually I could set up Venmo or whatever, but cash was simple to start.
Keep it simple at the start. You can always upgrade later. Okay, so you've got kids showing up. Walk me through what a session actually looks like. Like, I'm a kid, I show up at 10 a.m. with my mom and $20. What happens?
Okay, so first, I greet them and get their info. Name, age, height, weight, gender. I have a little scale and measuring tape set up. Then I explain the 5 drills and tell them we're gonna go in order. First is the 40-yard dash. I set them up at the start line, count them down, 3, 2, 1, go, and time them. Write down their time. Then we move to the cone drill, then push-ups, then vertical jump, then broad jump. The whole thing takes about 15 minutes, and then I leave 5 minutes to talk to them about their results and answer questions.
So you're running them through, what, 3 kids an hour?
Yeah, exactly. 20-minute time slots. That's how I scheduled it.
Smart. And you said you do this the first weekend of every month, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m.?
Yep. So it's predictable. Kids know when it's happening, they can plan for it, and they can come back the next month to try to beat their scores.
And that's the genius of this whole thing. You're not just doing a one-time thing. You're building something recurring. Kids want to come back. They want to see if they got faster, if they jumped higher. You're basically creating a subscription model without the subscription.
Yeah, I didn't even think about it like that, but yeah.
All right, quick pause. If you're loving this episode, and I know you are because Mickie is dropping gems right now, do me a favor. Actually, do yourself a favor. Hit that follow button. Subscribe. Whatever platform you're on, just click the thing. Because we drop a new episode every single week with a new kid entrepreneur who's out here doing it. And here's the thing. When you subscribe, you're not just helping me out. You're helping other kids find this show. You're helping them realize that they can start a business too. That they don't have to wait until they're older or have a bunch of money or know everything. So subscribe, follow, and then share this episode with one friend. Just one. Text it to them. Post it on your story, whatever. Because these stories, they need to be heard. All right, back to Mickie. Let's go. Okay, so they finished their drills. What did they get? Like, what's the deliverable?
So right after they finish, I show them their results on my clipboard. Like, here's your 40 time, here's your vertical jump, here's how many push-ups you did. And then I tell them I'm going to send them a full report within a day or 2. The report has their personal results and how they compare to other kids their age and gender. So they can see like, oh, I'm in the top 20% for speed or whatever.
Wait, so you're actually doing analysis? That's next level.
Yeah, that's the whole point. It's not just, here's your time, bye. It's, here's how you did compared to everyone else. And parents love that. They'll show it to their friends, post it on Facebook.
Oh, parents love bragging about their kids' stats. That's free marketing for you.
Exactly.
And you said you have a leaderboard?
Yeah. So I have a big poster board in my yard that shows the top 3 in each age group for each drill. And then I also post the leaderboard on Instagram. So kids can see where they rank and it makes them want to come back and try to get on the board.
That is brilliant. Because now you've got competition, you've got clout, you've got kids being like, Mom, I gotta go back next month. I'm so close to beating Tyler's time.
Yes, that's exactly what happens.
Okay, I gotta ask. How much money did you make the first month?
So the first month I had 12 kids sign up, so that's $240.
Okay. Not bad for a Saturday. And you've kept doing it every month?
Yeah, and it's grown. Last month I had 18 kids.
So that's $360 in one day. Mickie, you're out here making moves.
Thanks.
All right. So let's break this down for anyone listening who's like, wait, I want to do this. We're going to do a step-by-step guide. You ready?
Let's do it.
Okay. Step 1, pick your drills. Keep it simple. 5 is perfect. You want a mix of speed, agility, strength, and jumping. Make sure they're things kids can actually do and that you can measure easily.
Yep, don't overcomplicate it.
Step 2, get your equipment. You don't need much. Cones, stopwatch, measuring tape, chalk, maybe $75 total. Borrow what you can.
And make sure you test the equipment before the first day. Run through the drills yourself so you know how everything works.
Ooh, good tip. Step 3. Set up your data collection system. Start with a notebook and clipboard. Look official. Write down names, ages, heights, weights, genders, and all the drill results. Later, you can move to a Google Sheet.
And make sure you're organized. You don't want to lose someone's info.
Facts. Step 4. Pick your date and time. First weekend of the month is genius because it's predictable. Do a 5-hour window, like 9 a.m. to 2 p.m., and schedule 20-minute time slots. That gives you 15 minutes for drills and 5 minutes to talk.
And don't do too many kids in one day. You'll get exhausted.
Real talk. Step 5. Marketing. 3 channels: social media, sidewalk chalk, and flyers. Make it visual, make it fun, make it clear what kids are getting, and target the parents, not just the kids.
Yeah, and start marketing like 2 weeks before your first event.
Perfect. Step 6. Set your price. $20 is solid. It's not so much that parents will balk, but it's enough that you're making real money. And take cash to start. Keep it simple.
And don't be scared to ask for the money. You're providing value.
Say it louder for the people in the back. Step 7. Run the drills. Be organized, be friendly, be professional. Make the kids feel like they're at the real combine. Use that clipboard. Time them accurately. Cheer them on.
Yeah, and be encouraging. Even if a kid doesn't do great, make them feel good about it.
Love that. Step 8. Deliver the results. Right after they finish, show them their numbers. Then send them a detailed report within a day or two with their personal results and how they compare to others. Make it look nice. Use colors, use charts if you can.
Parents will literally frame these things.
They will. Step 9. Create the leaderboard. Big poster board in your yard and post it on social media. Top 3 in each age group for each drill. Update it after every session.
This is what gets kids to come back?
Exactly. And step 10. Run it monthly. Same day every month. Build the habit, build the routine, build the brand.
And keep improving it. Like, I'm thinking about adding a 6th drill next year.
See, you're already thinking about growth. That's the mindset. Okay, real quick before we finish up. If you made it this far in the episode, you're clearly serious about this stuff. So let me ask you, what are you waiting for? Like, Mickie heard an idea on a podcast and just did it. She didn't wait for permission. She didn't wait until she was older. She just started. And that's what this whole show is about. Real kids, doing real things, making real money, and having fun doing it. So if this episode inspired you, and honestly, how could it not? Go leave a review. 5 stars, preferably. Tell us what you thought. Tell us what business you want to start. And share this episode with someone who needs to hear it. Your friend who's always talking about ideas but never does anything? Yeah, send it to them. All right, let's wrap this up. Okay, Mickie, before we wrap, I gotta ask, what's been the coolest part about doing this?
Honestly, just seeing kids get excited about their results. Like, there was this one kid who did the vertical jump and beat his older brother's score from the month before, and he was so hyped. And then his brother came back the next month to try to beat him. It's just fun. Like, I'm making money, which is cool, but I'm also creating this thing that kids actually enjoy.
That's the dream, right there. You're not just doing this for the money. You're doing it because it's fun and it matters to people. And the money is just the cherry on top.
Exactly.
All right, last question. What would you tell a kid who's listening right now and thinking, I want to start a business, but I don't know if I can?
I'd say, just start. Like, don't wait until you have everything figured out. I didn't know what I was doing. I just had an idea, and I tried it. And yeah, some stuff didn't work perfectly at first, but you figure it out as you go. And honestly, being a kid is an advantage. People think it's cute, they want to support you, and you don't have the same pressure as adults. So just go for it.
Mic drop. Mickie, this has been incredible. Thank you so much for coming on and sharing your story. You're out here doing big things, and I can't wait to see what's next for you.
Thanks for having me. This was awesome.
All right, everybody. That's it for today's episode of Tallie Talks. If you loved this episode, and how could you not, make sure you share it with a friend. And if you have a business idea or a business you've already started, slide into my DMs. You could be the next guest. Until next time, keep talking, keep building, and remember, you're never too young to make something happen. Peace.